Another job in your topographic map lab is to construct a topographic profile. This demonstration video will walk you through those steps. Another task you have in the topographic map lab is to label contour lines that have already been drawn on a map and then construct a topographic profile across that map. So the map that we're looking at now has already been contoured, but there are no numerical values on it. We know a couple of things about the map though. We can see that several little streams flow across the map, and we know because of the V shape of these contour lines where they cross the stream that the streams are flowing generally in a southerly direction, and so this must be downstream and therefore downhill at a lower elevation. Another thing that we see in the margin of the map is a contour interval of the map. So each one of these lines represents a vertical elevation change of 20 feet. And finally, probably most important, is the benchmark information that's on the map. The benchmark is a spot elevation that gives us the elevation of a certain point on the map. In this case, it's 982 feet above sea level. That gives us a reference point. We know that anything towards the creek has got to be a lower elevation, and anything above the creek is going to be a higher elevation than that. So starting with that benchmark, it's relatively easy then to assign values to these contour lines. If this point is 982 feet above sea level, then the contour line closest to the stream must be 980 feet. As we move away from the stream, then we just go up in intervals of 20 feet, since that's our contour interval. .60. Now, check out this line. It's a 980-foot line. It crosses the creek and then swings right back around. So this is also the 980-foot line. And as we move again away from the creek, we've got to increase in elevation in increments of 20, because that is a contour interval. Let's go over to the other side of the map and work there. Our 980-foot contour again crosses the creek and swings right back around, so that's 980, 1,000, 1,020, 1,040. Now we see something a little bit different we haven't seen before. These are hachured contour lines, little tick marks that point inward. That means it's a closed depression. So we are now going downhill, but there's a rule that says when you change direction from uphill to downhill, you have to repeat the last contour line that you crossed. So this one is also 1040. The innermost line is 1020. This is 1020. This line would be 1040, 1060. And where do we finish this contour map? We've gone from 1040 to 1040, 1020 into the bottom of a closed depression. Back out. We repeat 1040 to 1040 again right here. That means we must be going downhill. This one's got to be 1020. Now we've got all of our lines labeled, and we understand how the elevation changes there. Oh, there's one right over here we didn't label. This one is also going to be 1040 up at the top. To construct a topographic profile, we're going to use this grid at the bottom of the page, and we will also be constructing our profile from west to east across the map from point A to point B. We need to set ourselves up a vertical scale on this grid, and I'm going to let the bottom line represent 960 feet, and then every other line will represent 20 feet. So there's 80, and then this line will be 1,000, 1,020, 1,040, 1,060, and 1,080, and that's really as high as we need to go. The important point in constructing a profile is to mark the exact point where the contour line crosses the line of profile. So I'll make some little dots across here, and then we're going to transfer these elevations to the grid. This one will be a special point because that's where the stream crosses, or the lowest point on the profile. All right, we'll start over here on the west side near point A. The elevation at that point is slightly above 1,020 feet. So we'll make ourselves a mark at 1,020 feet on our grid. The next point is here. Drop a line straight down to 1,040 foot elevation and make a point. Again, another 1,040 point right next to it. Then 1,020. 1,020 again. So this is a little tedious, but it's just a matter of transferring elevations to the correct place on the diagram. 1,020. This time we're going all the way to 1,000. This one is 980. The stream is actually a little bit lower than 980, but it's not as far as 960 because we don't see that contour line. There's our stream. 980 here. 1,000 here. $1,020. $1,040. And point B goes off the map at about 1,050 feet. So we have all our points marked now, and it's simply a matter of connecting them with a smooth line to show what the land surface looks like if we were to take a walk across the line A to B. There's a topographic profile. There is another way to construct this, and that would be to lay a piece of paper across your map from A to B and make little marks on your paper with the correct elevation, and then slide that paper down to your profile grid and transfer the information that way. A little more accurate and a little bit neater. Hope this helps.